When I built my first van, I had no idea how much my life was about to change.
How would you know when everything around you's changing like the weather of a big black storm? And who would you turn to?
That little Peugeot Boxer took me on a journey of 2 years filled with freedom, growth, and transformation. But as life goes, we all evolve. So, since May 2025, I am excited to introduce you to our new home on wheels. A 2007 Mercedes Sprinter, 318 CDI. And the car is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meters long. This little beast have a V6 engine. And for the first time, I can actually stand up inside.
Gracious goes a ghost of you, and I will never forget the plans and the silhouettes you.
So welcome to our new home. This is the inside of the car. We have a lot of space here, I have to say. Almost you can dance tango here. Do, 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 do. No, when we are two inside here, it's kind of small. We're like, oh, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, like this. So, but either way, we have a lot of storage. We have storage up here. We have storage up here, storage in here, and storage inside the sofa. We have the wardrobe area. Inside here, we also find Tindra's litter box. She do, though, prefer to do her business outside, but sometimes we are not in a spot where she can do her business. Then having the litter box inside here is perfect. This, I would say, is the most perfect working spot ever. So here I do all the magic, creating my videos and yada yada. I sit here, badam, and I have the view. And that is absolutely stunning. Oftentimes, when I'm not like parked on a Lidl parking or something, I'm so grateful every time I have the possibility to sit here and watch the view and work. Here is Tindra's little food corner. And over here we have the not so organized shoe shelf. And if we look over here, I have the control panel for the battery here, so I can see how much battery we have. Also, if we want to have some heat, I can turn on the heater here, the diesel heater. This thing I really love. It's an extra little table. We just pull this out, put this on, like this. Hello. And then do it like this. And then we have a quick table outside. And over here, we can stand and look out and just cook all our food here. It's absolutely stunning to be able to cook food and look out on the view. Hello there. Are you gonna go back and sleep? Yes. You're welcome. Where are you going, darling? Huh? The refrigerator. I don't really know how big it is, but I think it's about 60 or 80 liters. I have no idea. But yeah, we have the refrigerator. Under the sink, we also have a little area here. And we just keep some necessities, food, bowls that are too big to be inside here. We also have in the bottom like mosquito protection things and other good to have things. This box is also storage, and it is also being used like a little staircase to get up to the bed. We also have this little access into the garage, by opening up this one. Something I missed in my old car was to have a full-size mirror. And now we have a full-size mirror here. We have the fan, the max fan, absolutely stunning. When I am using the max fan together with my diesel heater, but I'm putting it on ventilation, I can leave Tindra without any, worrying feelings or anything. And yeah, that's just absolutely fantastic. And just like that, pouring water. And you know what? I can now cook and clean without needing baby wipes. It might sound trivial, but it really has changed my life. And I'm so grateful for it every single day. Shh, welcome to Tindra's room. Her own cozy little spot where she can, have her own space. And then we have the bed, and it is 140 centimeters wide and 180 centimeters long. Someone who is always with me on my travels is my grandmother, and she has the absolute perfect view wherever we are. It means a lot to me that my grandmother is with me, and even though she's just here on a photo, she's with me in my soul and on all my adventures. And it's important because 2009, when I was 16 or 17, she got murdered by her ex-boyfriend. And this event obviously affected me and my family a lot. And we were pretty close when she died. And just bringing her with me is just amazing, because I know that she's watching over me, she's protecting the car, and she's just taking care of me. Tindra, she's just passing the camera. She's like, don't bother me, I'm just walking past. And I also have me and my little brother here on the picture, so he's also always with me on my adventures. I know that he don't like to travel, so I can travel for him. Under the sofa, it is a little bit of a hassle to get in here. But here we also have a few storage possibilities, and we also have the electricity in here. Let's see if we can manage this without destroying the camera. So we have this. Okay, let's remove this. Okay. This is the way to go. Before we continue on this episode, I really want to touch on something really quick, because living van life, you can be out on different adventures. Paddleboarding, you can climb a volcano, for instance. It's a lot of different things you can do, which means that it is a lot of things that can go wrong also when you are out exploring the world. It's scary how quick things can change, and it can be dangerous. And I've seen people in the community being sick and hurt really badly. And that is why I want to introduce you to the company Safety Wing, a company by travelers for travelers. They offer you nomad insurances, so wherever you are in the world, if you are climbing a volcano, you are paddleboarding in Sicily, or you are just, sitting on a cafe in Lisbon, they have you covered, whatever that is happening to you. What I really love about Safety Wing is how flexible it is. So you can start it and then you can pause it after a while when you're not out on your adventures. And you are covered in 180 countries. They have plans that covers your emergency bills, they cover your dental visits, and even your luggage. So if you are traveling, freelancing, or just live a life on the road like I do, and you want the reassurance and be covered whatever you do and whatever situations you are putting yourself into, then I think you should check out the link in the description below. Because you know, freedom feels amazing, but it's even better when you are protected. So a lot of storage beneath here. I have, for instance, cat food in here. I have extra tea because I love tea, as you know. So I have also extra cat candy because that is also something that is important to me. I never give my cat anything bad. And outside of Sweden, I haven't found any cat candy without sugars or, you know, wheat and all that. So this is just dried meat and stuff, and that's the only thing I want to give her. Yeah, so down here we just have extra things. I have extra shampoos, for instance. I have shampoos and conditioner and stuff that I want to have from Sweden. Inside here we also have the electricity, and I have to say, in my old car I made all the electricity by myself, or my ex was doing it, but I knew about the electricity. Here I don't know anything, how the cables are or whatever. So it has been little bit of a challenge, doing things, knowing how all the cables are going and whatever. So this summer in Sweden, I kind of got figured out how everything is working. But it's if I would have done it, it would look different. But what we have regarding the electricity is 200 amperes lithium batteries. I also have an inverter of 1000 watts. And we also have a DC-DC converter. So when I'm driving, I also get electricity from the engine and from the generator. So I can always charge even if the solar panels aren't charging. This whole box I wanted to get rid of in the summer because it's the old system of getting hot water. It was on gas, and I wanted to change it to electricity and just have a water heater. But this apparently I can't just get rid of. It was the box, and it's attached to the car in a completely different way, and it's like adapted to this. So that was sad. So now it's just taking up a lot of space, but it's not working. Before I left Sweden, I got help to install a new diesel heater because the old one was a Chinese diesel heater and I was freaking out. I cannot leave Sweden with this one. So I think it's pronounced Ebersprache or something. It's a German brand, and the diesel heater is on 2 kilowatts. It is recommended to have a smaller diesel heater than a big one because the diesel heater needs to work hard, so it's not like clogging and just get dirty and stuff. So a 2 kilowatts is good for this size of a car. And I got help from Center in Stockholm to install it, and I'm so happy with it. It also have the function of ventilation, which means when I combined it with the max fan, I can leave Tindra without any problem, and it's a really good circulation in here, and it's not getting too hot. Okay, now it's time for the garage. Here we have the water tank. I think it is 110 liters, but I'm not pretty sure. So we have the water tank here. We also have a system when we are showering that we, either if we only need the cold water, we have, it's just here and we can be standing here showering, but we can also plug it in if we start the water heater. Then we can have the hot water in the sink, and we use this one to plug it into the sink, and then we have the hot water. The hot water is only 5 liters, so it's not too much hot water. So what I do is that I first shower my hair with cold water, and then I take the body with the hot water. And then I manage to make a complete shower with the hot water. We have also actually showered too. Like both me and Tommy have been using the hot water for the body, and we have managed that when we are really, really careful. Something very smart is that when I'm using the hot water, I have on and off button on the handle. Inside here we also have the water pump and a little device that is the water pressure kind of thing that evens out the pressure in the pipes, I would say. That is really, really smart. And if I'm building a new car, I would absolutely have that, and not only the water pump. Inside here, we also have some electricity, and we also have the water heater. And that is a really interesting story. When I bought it just before I left Sweden this summer, I wanted to change the gas system that was in the car because it wasn't working and it wasn't plugged in. So I figured out that I wanted to have a water heater that is run on electricity. So this is where it gets pretty funny, because I bought these 5 liters. First of all, cheap is not good, because I thought, oh, it was a good price, but apparently this one is supposed to, it's from Truma, and Truma have the system where the water gets heated by the pipes from the diesel heater. So you can have 2 systems. So the water can either be heated by the diesel heater and the pipes, or it can be run by electricity. And the electricity part is run by 220 volts. So I needed to plug it into the 220 electricity system that I have, not the 12 volts, which means it runs on a lot of electricity. So I think it runs on 350 watts or something. So we really notice when we have it on. So because it's run on both the electricity, but also the inverter is taking a lot of power. So we are just using it when we really, really, really want to, and we have a lot of electricity. But it's very luxurious to have a water heater. I would say I have been using cold water like for 2 years, and hot water is really, really luxurious. We have a lot of space, so we can, put our bicycles here. We can have suitcases, grill, chairs, and everything. Love when it's a big garage, but I mean, I can't also put in too much of things in here because of the weight. Before I left Sweden this season, now when I have a car with water in it, I wanted to know how I can, filter my water. So I asked online on different Facebook groups, like, hey guys, anyone that can give me any advice on how I'm in the best way, how I can clean and filter my water. So our third home on YouTube reached out to me and said, like, hey girl, we have a solution for you. So this is a filter that I got from them, and I am so happy to use this, because you put it outside of the car, so it actually runs through the whole filter before it even gets into the tank. So we have cleaned the tank, so we know it's really clean. And now we know that it's only getting in clean water inside it. So I really, really love this filter. And I know I can drink my water in the tap directly. I don't even need to think about it. And then it is the roof. And then we are on top of the world here. Okay, let's see. We are on the roof. So we have 2 big solar panels, and each one is on 150 watts, so it is 300 watts of solar panels. Here we have the max fan. I have a small roof window, and I have a big roof window. So one of the disadvantages and things that I feel like, is it really worth it, is of course the size. Now driving around in Italy for quite some time, I feel that I miss my old car so much, and I could park anywhere with my old van. No one would really tell that I would sleep inside of it. I didn't have any windows or anything, so I was pretty discreet. But these have, you know, windows, there is solar panels, there is roof windows, there's just a lot of things that shows and screams like, hey, I'm living in this. So it's also a bigger risk for thieves that wants to break into my car. That is also one thing. But also just parking. I can't park on a normal parking spot with this car. The wheelbase is just too long. Something else that comes with having a bigger van is taxes. This is way more expensive than my old car. Tolls, road tolls, ferries, everything becomes so much more expensive driving this van in comparison to my other van. It is very tiring to living in a van overall, so now having a bigger space means that I can do this longer, and I could never have done one more winter in my old van. I have to say 2 years constantly in my van, that was enough. Thank you for watching, and I hope you feel welcome into my cozy little home on wheels, and that you want to stick around and see more of our upcoming travels. Me and Tommy is traveling constantly and together when he's not working, and me alone when he is not joining. And Tindra, of course, is a must. She's always with us traveling. So I hope to see you in the next video.